following voices are AI generated. We hope you enjoy the video.
Hey everyone! We've got a double review and it's something big to excite longtime fans.
We're reviewing Sonic movies 1 and 2 to hype up the upcoming third movie.
To make it more interesting, Rouge will join us. I don't want to be the only girl in this video.
The Knucklehead was going to join in along with Tails, but they're busy preparing for the holidays and the new year.
Hold on a second. I haven't joined in a review yet, and since it's about our movies, I need to join.
As long as you don't attack us, fine! I remember you were late when we reacted to the second trailer for Sonic Movie 3.
Did someone say Sonic movies? If you're all gonna review my first two movies, I will join along with my Tails and Knuckles.
You hedgehogs should have reviewed the movies when you first joined the channel. Even the fans wanted a review of the movies.
I remember when I first joined. I was confused why there's multiple Sonics and others, but the Fox told me about the multiverse. I see you got your own Robotnik too.
Man, it took Hollywood and Sega nearly 30 years for a Sonic movie to be made. But hey, better late than never. There were multiple attempts of a movie, but they were all canceled.
Not to mention when the movie was initially announced, Sony and Columbia Pictures were originally going to make the movie before it was switched to Paramount in 2017.
And when the posters were made, people complained. Even the leaked posters showed the hideous original design of movie Sonic.
When the first trailer was made, we got to see that blue spawn of Satan himself. Everyone hated that design, including ourselves.
People actually thought my movie counterpart was the real hero trying to get rid of that rotten little beast.
My original design is what motivated the production to fix me and delay the movie to early 2020. And thank God the movie did well because it was made just before a certain epidemic happened worldwide.
Sonic looks okay, but his old appearance looks like a pest I'd throttle back in our home world. I would have looked just as horrifying if they stuck with the uncanny look if I were in the first movie.
Who knows what I would have looked? I actually appeared it during the credits, and I think I was a last-minute addition just after Sonic had to be redesigned, but if I did have an ugly, creepy, nasty, repulsive monstrosity before, then good for the fans convincing Paramount to fix Sonic.
Like we said earlier, there have been repeated attempts at a Sonic movie on the big screen, but they were all canceled until 2013, when Sony originally announced the movie before it was given to Paramount.
It was worth going through a lot of hurdles. Just like our games, the movie went through a wild roller coaster behind the scenes. The ugly design of my beloved Sonic changed to a more handsome and accurate appearance. The marketing, and of course the hype and potential of a franchise, and it succeeded big time.
When the sequel was made, the ending had me in Tails' place, or in this case, Movie Shadow was in Movie Tails' place as the next character for the later entry. A little too soon to have a Shadow rather than an Amy, but that's cool with me.
I have a bad feeling I won't be in the third movie, but I know for sure the fourth movie will be greenlit and have tons of potential of a movie Rouge. Come on, the fans want me in the movies if Shadow is going to be in them. Same with Amy and the Chaotix.
Jim Carrey as myself is a treasure. He perfectly replicated my menacing charm and my love of domination, but added his loony, goofy attitude that he was known for in the 90s and 2000s.
That's right, Eggman. Movie Eggman was played by one of the greatest comedians ever. He's a funny villain, but we have to review my movies. The first movie starts with me being attacked by Movie Eggman in San Francisco, but it was a flash-forward scene. Then, we go back to my origins on a planet where I was raised by a giant owl named Longclaw.
Because of Sonic being born of having a speed power, my tribe hunted him and Longclaw. But because of Longclaw being injured, she gave Sonic the rings, and he went to Earth and hid. He was still a kid.
Not just any kid, a sweet, adorable baby that I'd want. That was the first time since the Dick cartoons where we see Sonic as a baby. He was so cute, unlike the ugly original design. Once Sonic went to Earth, time passed by, and he narrates how the town of Green Hills was running. We get introduced to Sheriff Tom Wachowski, also known as the Donut Lord, and his wife Maddie, aka the Pretzel Lady. Even though Sonic was alone, he still tries to fit in.
There was one guy that noticed Movie Sonic, and it's Crazy Carl, or Super Observant Carl. But other than him, no one noticed my movie counterpart until he played baseball by himself one night after feeling lonely.
I know that it's the first movie, but it's strange seeing any Sonic feeling lonely, since every Shadow has seen a Sonic with his friends. But who am I to judge when I was lonely without Maria before Rouge, Omega, and the others came to my aid?
But anyway, Movie Sonic got upset over his loneliness while playing baseball alone. While running at unusually high speeds to clear his mind, he accidentally triggered an electromagnetic pulse that caused a gigantic power outage across the Pacific Northwest.
Rather than just having the military go after the Blue Hedgehog, the U.S. Department of Defense brought Dr. Eggman to the mix, and he's played by the icon himself, Jim Carrey.
The military thought my movie counterpart was crazy, but he's got my amount of brains and better technology than most of the world's advanced science. After realizing his cover has been blown, Movie Sonic reluctantly planned to leave Earth for a different planet that only contains mushrooms. Basically a jab at the Mario series and a reference of Mushroom Hill Zone from Sonic and Knuckles.
As I prepared to leave Earth, I went to Tom and hid in his basement. But he discovered me and tranquilized me. I was pissed that he did that. When I read what Tom's shirt said, I accidentally opened a portal to San Francisco, and my bag of rings dropped through the portal to the Transamerica Pyramid's roof before I passed out.
That was the same scene where the infamous meow line came from. After Sonic recovered, Tom hesitantly agreed to help him, and the two fled when confronted by Eggman, who falsely labeled Tom a domestic terrorist. Sonic and Tom bonded as they made their way to San Francisco, with Tom relating to Sonic's desire for friends.
Sonic created a list for a bucket of some sort in a bar, where the Lord of Donuts helped him complete several entries, ending in a bar fight. If I were there, the fight would have finished even faster than how Sonic did.
After the bar fight, we have that scene where Movie Sonic and Tom bonded once more at a motel. Amy was awed at the moment when Tom tucked Movie Sonic to bed.
I mean, it was a sweet scene. So sweet that it was done again in the next movie, but with Movie Sonic tucking Movie Tails to bed. Gotta love callbacks.
Meanwhile, Movie Robotnik discovered that one of Sonic's quills held an almost limitless amount of energy, and he planned to harness it by capturing him. As he tracked them down, Movie Sonic and Tom managed to fight off 4 drones sent by Movie Robotnik, but Movie Sonic was injured in the battle thanks to a tiny grenade.
Despite Tom's truck being damaged, Movie Sonic and Tom managed to arrive in San Francisco. Tom brought Movie Sonic to Maddie, who treated him at her mean and whiny sister Rachel's home. Movie Sonic, Tom, and Maddie later went to the roof of the Transamerica Pyramid and found the rings as Movie Eggman arrived in an advanced hovercraft powered by the quills.
As Movie Sonic fought off my movie counterpart's drones, he hastily protected Tom and Maddie by sending them back to Green Hills with one of his rings. However, my movie counterpart pushed a button to use the quill's power to match Movie Sonic's speed and pursued him across the world, such as France, China, and Egypt, and eventually subduing him in Green Hills.
Tom and the townsfolk stood up for me, and Donut Lord acknowledged me as his friend, and that motivated me to regain consciousness and strength. I went on to defeat Robotnik by destroying his hovercraft, similar to denting his machines in the games, and with help from the Donut Lord, we sent Eggman through a ring portal to the Mushroom Planet.
After the final fight, the Lord of Donuts and the Lady of Pretzels decided to stay in Green Hills and let Sonic live with them, treating him as a surrogate son of theirs. The government erased all evidence of the events, including records of Robotnik's existence.
The movie ends with Eggman still in possession of Sonic's quill and broken equipment pieces from the remains of his hovercraft, and planned to return to Earth for revenge. During the credits, that's when I emerged from a ring portal to Earth, looking for Sonic.
Now let's talk about Sonic Movie 2. This movie got a lot more hype. and it was expected to be made after Movie Tales in the credits. But when Movie Knuckles showed up in the trailers, you knew it was going to be bigger and better than the first movie.
And as for the movie itself, it had a lot more references to the games and callbacks to the first movie. Even the Screams movie Eggman made.
Movie Robotnik grew his big mustache at the end of the first movie and shaved his head to look more like what he does in the games, but he still didn't gain weight. Instead of just adapting the second game from the Genesis days, Sonic Movie 2 basically combined 2, 3, and Knuckles into one movie due to the Master Emerald and Knuckles being involved.
It was a miracle the second movie came out 2 years after the first movie. You'd think it would have a delay due to the COVID nonsense happening, but hey, we got the movie, and it was big, but not as much as the Super Mario Brothers movie made a year later.
Fans were upset when Jim Carrey announced his retirement after the second movie, but after having the right amount of writing, he will be back a third time playing as me, and even my grandfather in the third movie.
This Robotnik sure likes to shout but not be silly like our Robotnik.
There are times when any Eggman can be silly and menacing at the same time. I guess it's a canon event in our franchise.
Enough with the Spider-Verse references. Let's talk about our second movie. It starts with Eggman being banished to the Mushroom Planet, and he was there for 8 months. I was living with the Wachowskis and attempted to help the public as a vigilante hero. I called myself Blue Justice, but I wasn't so successful due to my recklessness one night in Seattle.
After Sonic came back from this land of Seattle, he snuck back home tired, but had to fish with the Lord of Donuts. Tom advised Sonic to remain patient for the day. His powers would be needed before he and Maddie departed for her sister Rachel's wedding in Hawaii, leaving Sonic guarding the home for the weekend.
When Movie Sonic was throwing a solo party, that's when we see Movie Tales showing up, and he ended up taking and tweaking a police car that just so happened to be Wade Whipple's car.
I can't believe that Wade Whipple of all humans ended up returning to the sequels and was the focus on the Knuckles show. He, along with Rachel's wedding, were the only letdowns of this movie.
If Wade is in the third movie, I hope it's just a cameo, or my movie counterpart kicking his ass.
If you want a review of the Knuckles show, it was already made back when it was fresh in our minds during the spring. The link will be in the description.
While Movie Sonic was home one night, he was attacked by my movie self, who escaped from the Mushroom Planet with the help of the Echidna warrior, Movie Knuckles, and returned to Earth for revenge on that blue pest.
I was angry and mind-blown when Eggman returned, but Knuckles surprised me with a sick attack and then demanded the location of the legendary Master Emerald, which is an ancient relic that grants its user ultimate power and the ability to change reality to their will, so he could bring honor to his ancestors.
Just as Knuckles was about to end Sonic, he was rescued by me. I told Sonic that I idolized him and warned him about Knuckles.
Sonic convinced the fox to help him find the Master Emerald, while Robotnik reunited with his assistant, Agent Stone the Goat Milker, and offered to help me, scheming to steal the emerald.
Following clues on a map given to Movie Sonic by his late guardian, Longclaw, Movie Sonic and Movie Tails went to find a compass within a temple in Siberia. Movie Knuckles and Eggman tracked them and chased Movie Sonic and Tails down a mountain.
Movie Knuckles revealed that he lost his entire tribe the same day Longclaw sent Movie Sonic to the human world. Despite this brief moment of sympathy, Movie Knuckles and Robotnik stole the compass after Movie Tails accidentally tased Movie Knuckles, who thought they deceived him.
However, Movie Knuckles began to question Eggman's sense of loyalty and honor when he mocked Movie Sonic for choosing to save an injured and unconscious Movie Tails instead of the compass before an avalanche started upon them.
While on the avalanche, Movie Sonic called Tom during the wedding, and then Tom saved Movie Sonic and Tails by using a ring to teleport them to the wedding. Rachel's fiancé Randall and his wedding guests revealed themselves as undercover agents of the Guardian Units of Nations, or GUN for short.
I love weddings like the next person, but the scenes involving Rachel's wedding dragged on. Same with the scenes of Wade. If you cut both of those scenes, this movie would have been a 10 out of 10 instead of a 9.
I'd rather have more scenes of my movie counterpart with Movie Knuckles than that annoying sister of Maddie and that bad joke of a cop Wade. And they say I should be the only human in the series.
Yeah, I know, the wedding scene took too much time. Anyways, Gunn set the wedding up to capture me and Tails. They ultimately also arrested the Donut Lord when he tried to stop them. We were saved by Maddie and a vengeful Rachel, who reconciled with Randall after he confirmed that his feelings for her were real. How sweet.
Meanwhile, Knuckles and Eggman found an underwater temple containing the Master Emerald. They go through a maze referencing the Labyrinth Zone from the first Sonic game on the Genesis. Sonic then blamed himself for my injuries and decided to face Knuckles and Eggman alone, and went to the temple where he fought Knuckles to keep him from taking the Master Emerald.
Robotnik exploited the distraction and seized the emerald, which collapsed the temple, sinking it into the water. Robotnik betrayed me after no longer needing me and left both me and Sonic behind. We teamed up after rescuing one another from the flood. Sonic and I managed to escape, just as the Fox rescued us in a biplane.
We were lucky that Tails recovered, since he still had rings, while mine are probably still in Russia.
In Green Hills, Eggman became Super Eggman and used his new abilities from the Emerald to create a giant robot resembling himself, the Death Egg robot from the Genesis days. Movie Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles worked together to fight the robot and its accompanying drones, and reclaimed the Master Emerald. It was an awesome fight.
The Adventure Era crew had a nerdgasm when they saw the scene of the movie crew teaming up against the Death Egg robot.
I would have too, but maybe we will in the third movie. When Movie Sonic got the emerald, it shattered in his hands, splitting into the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Tom and Maddie saved Movie Sonic, who inadvertently used the Chaos Emeralds to transform into Super Movie Sonic. He destroyed the Death Egg robot, allowing Robotnik to collapse with it, before dispersing the emeralds and reverted back to normal.
Right after the battle ended, Movie Eggman disappeared, and Movie Knuckles fixed the Master Emerald from the remaining shards before making a pact with Movie Sonic and Tails to protect it from evil together instead of alone, and they started a new life with the Wachowskis.
The movie ends with us playing baseball. Another callback to the previous movie when Sonic played baseball, but this time, me and Knuckles are playing with him this time. A complete 180 since Sonic won't be alone now that he's got more friends.
And I won the game of bases of ball. I used my fist to hit the ball, and it felt fun. Our pact wasn't the traditional Echidna blood pact, but a power bump since it's an Earth custom.
Just after I got the Master Emerald, the movie ends, and the credits roll. But wait, there's more. In the mid-credits, Agent Stone survived and disguised himself as a gun soldier to avoid capture while Gunn was searching for Eggman. He overheard Commander Walters, the Olive Garden guy, receiving information about the discovery of a secret research facility, which Walters immediately recognized as the one keeping Shadow the Hedgehog in a chamber.
Since I saw the trailers for the third movie, my movie self met the movie version of my grandfather Gerald. He was the one who created Shadow. Oh, I hope the both of them steal the show.
Maybe. Jim Carrey is playing both Robotniks, but I think Keanu Reeves as my movie self will be the real show stealer since everyone has already been praising him from the trailers and clips.
In conclusion, the first 2 Sonic movies are decent. They got better as the movies progress, and I hope the third movie improves upon the second movie.
I heard the third movie will be shorter than the second movie. Let's hope the pacing is better.
And let's also hope that either me or Amy makes a surprise appearance, or at least a cameo. But I think Amy has a better chance of being in the movies than me due to my provocative appearance.
Oh, don't worry. 4 Kids Rouge. I've been begging the producers and writers to have at least one girl character that isn't a human to join the movies. But the good news, the 4th movie has been announced, so I'm sure there will be one new female character in my movies.
Eventually, if a Bat Lady shows up in our movies, she's going after the Master Emerald, and I will knock some sense into her.
You better not. Be a gentleman and we will talk it out. But if there's one female character I'd want in the movies besides Amy or Rouge, is my girlfriend Cream the Rabbit. If the Chow from the second trailer can be in the movies, so should my honey bunny.
The Fox Boy's got a little bunny girlfriend. Now I found another weakness.
I'm gonna count to 3 if you don't get the hell out of our video, Eggman, or we'll kick your ass!
Fine, but I won't be nice next time you'll see me. I'll get you pathetic run soon. Soon!
Good riddance. I wanted him out sooner, but we do need a fresh face for our reviews. So what's next, guys?
We gotta watch the third movie and review it at some point after the holidays, along with the Chaotix reviewing a wrestling event.
And once we review the third movie, the spoiler-free review will be on TikTok, and the extended one with spoilers will be here on YouTube. That should wrap up this review, ladies and gentlemen.
We had fun discussing my movies, and don't worry, I'll hook you, 4Kids Crew, with tickets to see my third movie. You're all good sports. As for you audiences, give this video a like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Don't forget to click on the bell so you can be notified on the latest videos. We got plenty of them and many more on the way.
And spread the word. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram.
Stick around and stay tuned for more new videos. Who can say the thing this time?
I think I will, since it's been a while since I said it. We'll see you guys later. Peace out and rock on.
What is this place? This looks like something Maria did with me. Movie nights, is it? I better find these Sonics and my fellow Shadows. For real, peace out and rock on.
This has been Juan CL Productions. The end.